All right, political turmoil continues and turnovers continue across the world. And this is a reality show that I'm glued on to. It's called Who Will Become Britain's Next Prime Minister? The race has entered a decisive round today as the Tory MPs will vote the final two candidates who will then face a vote from party members in the fourth round of voting. Rishi Sunak led the charge with 118 votes, followed by Conservative Party MP Penny Mordaunt with 92 votes and Foreign Secretary Liz Truss with 86. The votes today will decide whether Sunak will face Liz Truss or Penny Mordaunt.
So we are into the last round now of the first stage of the process to elect a new Conservative leader and therefore Prime Minister. Three candidates left in the race: Rishi Sunak, the front-runner by far, Penny Mordaunt and Liz Truss. Rishi Sunak almost certainly is one. The race now is between Penny Mordaunt and Liz Truss to see who takes him on. That will be followed then by the second stage of the election process, when the voting will be thrown open to 160,000 Conservative Party members. They will then decide over the next few weeks which of the two should be Prime Minister, and that will be decided by a mostly postal ballot. The question now is whether Rishi Sunak can consolidate his gains among the MPs to support from among the Conservative Party members. He is up against a lot of odds. He is up against, for a start, Boris Johnson, who has been campaigning against him through Liz Truss. He is up against a lot of the tabloid right-wing press that is coming up with an undoubtedly racist slant to its reporting aimed at him. But clearly, in the debate so far, Rishi Sunak has been head and shoulders above the rest. He is the only one who appears to know what he's talking about, and surely that message will get through to Conservative Party members. Rishi Sunak is in with a very strong chance to become the next Prime Minister, and is expected to cross the first hurdle officially later on Wednesday.
Going across to Abhishek. Abhishek, there was Sanjay Suri there from London telling us how Rishi Sunak is all poised to take that top seat. Now, in India, of course, we know Rishi Sunak as Narayana Murthy's son-in-law, and we consider him an Indian son of the soil. In fact, of course, I'm sure he considers himself a British citizen. So, India very excited about this development?
Of course, I think it's not India. The world is watching the election that is happening in UK, because if Rishi Sunak gets elected, it will be a sort of a great coming back of all the all the territories that the UK or the colonial UK once ruled, and somebody coming from that is now ruling in UK. It would be just something that has juxtaposed the history. So probably that is one of the reasons why the world is watching the current UK political development. Beside that, there will be, of course, some probably euphoric sentiment among Indian, because Rishi Sunak belongs to Indian origin. He is son-in-law of Infosys founder Narayana Murthy. And probably this is why people expect that Rishi Sunak would have a more sympathetic or more understanding approach towards India and policy. But one must always consider that Rishi Sunak, if elected as a UK Prime Minister, he would have his priorities set right, that UK's interest would be his first priority, not Indian interest. We can have more, space or more elbow room to discuss things with in context of India-UK relationship when Rishi Sunak gets elected. But one must not doubt that his priority should always be the interests of UK, and this is how he will be driving his prime ministership if he gets elected as the prime minister. His political gains, that the margins he has tried to gain over his, the one who is trailing him, Liz Truss and Mordaunt, is widening, and probably if you talk about these MPs votes, it looks like Rishi Sunak is all poised to lead the election or win through a very large margin. But we'll have to also understand the grassroots worker, how do they see Rishi Sunak? Will they go with the right-wing tabloid reports that our Sanjay Suri was reporting, that those right-wing tabloid reports, will they get influenced by that, or will they consider voting through a very rational mind, or try to elect a person who is young, who is charismatic, who is a strong policy background, who's been, steering the UK clear of all the economic crisis during the past 2 years when the pandemic has hit the country badly. So will they consider the credentials that Rishi Sunak has with him, or those racial mind games will play up during the election? That we'll have to see, and we don't have to wait for very long. In a few days' time, that will be very much clear.
Well, yes, indeed. But, I feel like his pros outweigh the cons, because look at the cons. His wife Akshata's non-domicile tax status, or perhaps the fact that he broke lockdown rules, minor here but major there in London, England, of course. Rishi Sunak also turned on the charm offensive. We saw his wife come out with tea for the guests, and really somebody who has been playing by the numbers when it comes to this post. And right now is just 2 seats short. He had about 118 votes in the last round of voting. So it does look like he's all set to perhaps become Prime Minister. What do our Indian officials feel about it? Have there been any official statements that have started coming in already?
Not really, Shilpa. The turbulence that UK is facing is just a political, upheaval among the party members of Conservative. It's not a widespread political turmoil that a country would like to react. India has not reacted officially on that. But of course, I'm sure people like us or people like officials, everybody is watching the political development that is happening in UK in the Conservative Party, and how this all is going to pan out in the days to come. We know in the first week of September, the UK Prime Minister the new Prime Minister should take charge to the office when Boris Johnson will be stepping down officially, and a new Prime Minister will be taking up the office charge. Also, the gap that we have seen, Rishi Sunak has only gained over the last few days when these debates, TV debates, have started, and the leaders have been removed from the race of UK Prime Ministership. So Rishi Sunak's gap has only widened from his the second number contenders, and this tells us that no matter how sharp the attacks have been, no matter how sharp the political commentary has been against Rishi Sunak, he has been faring very well, and probably if all goes well, Rishi Sunak could be one of the first Asian origin Prime Minister of UK if it all goes well.
Oh, yes, indeed. And of course, Indians are happy, elated, in fact, because we can't help but think it is one of our own, as we did for Kamala Harris. On that note, we're going to take a very short break. Political updates will continue on the other side.